Down to 7 Pacific. What you out there? Yes, clear. Loud and clear.
Friendly fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Really like it.
I like the headphones.
Yeah. I'm not really into like appropriating DJ culture. You
Is
know?
that? Hey, save it for the pod, brother.
I think we're on.
What do you mean we're not?
I think we're starting on that one. I think we're going to start on that one, everybody.
Cultural appropriation.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Friendly Fire podcast. Today we have a very funny guest, Colton Dowling. Everybody give it up for Colton.
Yay.
What's wild is I don't think I've ever made this much eye contact with either of you.
Yeah,
two.
I know. I'm about to come. This is crazy.
I'm gonna
This is
lock in
intense.
the whole episode.
Wow.
Actually, eventually, eye contact does make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes everybody uncomfortable.
Not me.
No? Well, you got dead eyes.
No,
Whoa.
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, you do. No, 100% you do.
I
What do you mean dead eyes?
I don't think you have
like-
dead eyes at all.
Well, just I don't. Maybe
Come
not.
on.
Maybe dead eyes isn't the right word. They're very blue.
Maybe there's a chance that Josh hasn't thought through what he said.
No. This isn't
very,
happening. No.
very common
I can
thing
tell you
on
what
this
happened.
podcast.
I get uncomfortable because they're pretty, and I don't like gazing into them because I start going, "What the fuck is going on?" And I think this is how you get people.
There is a pretty big
How I
difference
get
between gazing and looking into somebody's eyes.
Yeah, he's gazing. Come on, what are we doing? A Friendly Fire podcast, gay
Dude,
joke.
you can't do a gay joke and then stick your tongue out at Matt and then look at me
Yeah,
like
that was
gotcha.
crazy.
Well, I'm sorry. Is this your podcast? Because I
Gay-
can fucking definitely do that. This is my fucking
Gazing. What are we talking about? All of Josh's jokes?
gazing. Hey,
Gazings.
gazing.
Speaking of Zen,
Are you
I'm
zenning?
doing Lucy's these days.
What milligram you got?
12. It's the only
No
reason I'm
fucking
back.
way.
Is that a lot?
That's
It's double.
so much.
It's double. But I was
That's a
vaping
lot.
Now, do you-
so
do you-
hard.
Yeah,
Do
when
it-
you go from vapes to Zen, it doesn't really do the whole lot.
Exactly, that's-
But 12 is a lot. dude.
12 does do something.
And you
12
got a
would make
cold
you
brew right
sick.
now too.
And I've
Yeah.
had 3 already.
I mean, Jesus,
But
you're
I'm
gonna
not-
be destroying a toilet.
dude, I love how you just project your poop problems on me.
You do have a lot of poop problems.
Yeah, well, yeah. I drink deer antler.
Yeah, we know.
What's your tea at then?
My tea, like testosterone.
Wait, do you drink Bucked Up?
Don't you do it. I get a little bucked
Have you
up.
ever thought about getting the keys to the yard? Shit he talks about every episode.
And well, that because
I
they're
thought-
trying to stop me from getting jacked. I'm gonna get jacked. this
Nobody
summer.
is stopping him.
He's
actually,
trying.
I actually wish I hadn't brought it up.
You look thicker.
Thank you. I've been eating oats.
Good
He
Lord.
hates this.
He has watching a podcast with Josh is like watching like a Biden speech where he just has these talking points that he brings up every time, and then the rest is kind of like stuff he hasn't thought through.
Yeah. What? It's a pod. I mean, what are we?
It's a
It's a podcast. What am I supposed? What you're listening to? You're listening to me. I'm a dumbass. I don't know if you guys.
No, I'm not. This isn't coming from a position of holier than thou. I'm just trying to clue our guest into what he can
but he
expect
gets
And
for
our
the
audience.
next
Thank you
hour.
guys for watching.
Well, the audience.
today.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
audience knows. The audience has been commenting on my growth.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Well,
then
you're
why
looking
don't you show
huge."
it off a little bit?
Well, I can't
Take your
today.
shirt off.
I can't today.
Take your shirt off.
Hey,
Should I
this
take my
isn't
shirt?
some of this is bad.
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, you guys, you're not gonna trick me into
you're
pulling
not
my
gonna
balls
convince
out.
either of us to take our shirts
I didn't
off.
ask you, Matt.
The first episode of Some of This Is Bad, you guys convinced me to show you guys my chest tattoo, which involved me taking my shirt almost all the way off.
It is.
Did you go like flat, like
I
Margaret? Like
just
it's like
pulled it up like I was flashing my
I
tits.
actually,
Yeah.
we do owe you an apology
Mardi
for
Gras
our
style.
fans. The amount that you are in our Discord is like every time, like you posted like just released Chloe LeBranch new episode, and they've started posting that in the Discord, being like, "Is this a visible penis line?" And they're all zooming into Matt's dick, and I
That's
was like,
crazy.
It's so funny because anytime I think that we're having a bump, I'm like, nice, we're getting like a bump. Like maybe the Instagram is like performing well, the reels. It's just Some of This Is Bad trying to see your cock. That's happened like 8 times. The one episode, we did an episode when we were at your apartment with our shorts on.
Yes.
And apparently that one had like 1,000 plays in like a day. And I was like, what's happening? And then it was just you guys
It
trying to
was
look
just
at
because we
his
were,
balls.
"It's not me."
we were sitting on the couch. We were both in our short shorts.
Yeah.
And people really were obsessed with it. Like they like the thighs.
It's
They're-
yeah, the amount of times, not even just like length, but the amount of times they've had the discussion, is Matt Ross gay baiting me?
yeah.
And
Specifically them?
Oh,
Just
no,
in
the,
general.
Just in
the
general.
Discord, they should be a whole channel. Is Matt Ross gay baiting me? Because they're always like, I mean, I'm feeling baited, but I don't think it's his fault.
Yeah. See, that's exactly where I want them.
The word, what is it?
so it
Zesty?
is.
Well, the term gay baiting is, it would be, if I was being accused genuinely of that, I would be upset. I think it's a very fine line where they find me attractive, and so if I post anything,
Yeah.
they feel baited, but it's just like, no, you guys just happen to find me attractive, which is very
Yeah,
flattering. And
you
thank
zoomed into his dick.
Right, like
Yeah.
I posted a picture of me, my podcast partner, and the guest we had on. I didn't make you guys zoom into my
Yeah.
penis.
Wait,
Like,
where would you? We're all chest up here too. Did you stand up at some
it was
point?
when we stood and posted the picture. Remember? So we
Jesus
posted it to
Christ! Yes,
Instagram.
now I know exactly
you
what we're
can't
talking about.
escape it.
It was the most like honest picture. It's a very normal picture.
Okay,
and they
yeah,
were
you guys
like,
are savages.
Yeah, well, it's
No,
not
it's not
you.
me.
It's not
I didn't
you.
post Matt Ross's penis line.
No, yeah.
That would be a
What,
whole
what if you?
different
What if you
thing.
are operating under an alias on that Discord? He might be
possible.
like a CIA and like he might be
Possible.
I don't
undercover.
have like. I
He's
mean,
ca-
I have the time, but I don't have the wherewithal.
Yeah,
I've been
I don't know.
trying
There
to-
maybe there's a GoPro underneath on his knees, just
No,
zoomed in your
yeah.
crotch, dude. What are
have
you
a
doing? Stand
He
up.
has a GoPro on his knee. He's like,
It's
this
not
is
on
gonna
my
get
knee. It's
so many
in my
views.
pants.
I'm gonna sell it.
POV.
Yeah, this snake line. I just put it right up there. It doubles as a VPL.
A what?
You guys, visible penis line. I only
I
learned
don't
it.
love that abbreviation
I
at all.
learned it because of the way that they talk about you. I know that acronym
Awful, dude.
because of the fans abusing you. Really.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I like sometimes I go like that was a really good episode, and then I think like yeah, and then we'll get our numbers will go up, and then it always comes back to it's just dudes looking at Matt's cock.
Yeah, a
from
lot of
some
it-
of this is bad. I mean, it's happened. Like I've already said it. It's happened so many times that every time I go, we're really on to something this episode. And then 2 days later, Dillon will be like, "Oh my God, there's a Discord. People like it's like they photoshopped Matt's face on a black guy, and I'm just in his
something
penis.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's
Well,
crazy.
it sounds like you're a little bit jealous, and that's okay.
I am a little jealous.
Yeah.
Why are your fans not?
But they're not going because he's so jacked, and now you're trying to get jacked. You're running up the wrong pole, there, Josh.
I'm not trying to run up any polls, to be fair. Come on, what are we doing? Friendly Fire Podcast,
He's trying
everybody.
to slide down him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right, come on.
You're not even doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I don't think you. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you want a little attention, show off that fat ass.
Well,
dude, I
yeah,
could
so-
twerk. Should we do a twerking compilation for me to get some fucking followers?
Here's the
Please
funny-
follow me.
Here's the funny, like, reverse thing about men, like, getting jacked is they're almost always doing it so that other men are impressed.
Yeah.
You know, that
or
really is
intimidated.
where the Venn diagram of gay guys working out and straight guys working out crosses over. The middle is I want men to like my body.
So when I first came out, an older who ended up grooming me, and I didn't know at the time. I just thought I liked gifts, but he'd give me like little tidbits of information that I just like held as true forever because I was like, well, I don't know what being gay is like, and this guy's 60 years old. Do you think he
And
knows
he's
something?
gay.
But he's basically was like, if they go to the gym, they're gay.
Yeah.
Because why? I mean, they're at least a little bit gay. They're attracted to the male body.
Yeah. Well, like you should see the way other like some like really straight dudes will talk. I was in a green room the other day where they were talking about bodybuilders.
Yeah.
And they were all like, it was like 4 straight dudes just talking about like, oh, dude, that guy's so fucking jacked. And it's just like, this is like a pretty objectively gay conversation for you all to be having.
What would it just, devil's advocate, what would they like about it if it wasn't gay?
What do you mean? What do you mean by this?
What qualities of that conversation are offered to anybody who's not being like, and he looks good?
Yeah, I don't, there's nothing, exactly. I think
Well,
it's
you could admire it without it being gay. It's dedication. It's hard work. It's maybe accomplishing something that you're not capable. It's the same reason I like watching the NFL. Can't play.
Yeah,
it's not gay for me
big
to be
buff
like
black guys.
Yeah, it's
in
the
tight
same
fucking
reason.
pants. It's the exact same reason that I like watching wrestling.
Josh.
No, it's
Fat
like
ass,
watching-
little hole.
no. Okay. First of all, I got a mud pie hole.
New
I
merch.
think that thing just
New
slides
merch.
out.
That's disgusting.
Dude.
That's absolutely repulsive.
I'm trying to prevent it. It's a.
Listen, dude, if you want
it's a
to
bugger pellet. It's a bugger pellet. Isn't that a type?
It's DDT. It's DDT.
Yeah,
for gay guys.
For gay guys, or just anybody. I don't really want anybody looking at my butt. Oh, I don't even.
There are pigs.
Yeah, there
they
are
probably
people who want
want that. Are there gay guys who are like feed me the trough?
Stop. Oh my
Yeah,
god! Please
there's
stop.
a guy who
Scat
lives
stuff.
around here. His name is Toilet.
I've heard of him. I've heard You've
And you-
told me about
I
or
mean,
Dillon.
And
maybe.
this guy is honestly, he's jacked. He's very good looking, but his name is Toilet, and he's unassuming. And what I love about him is he's a normal guy, except sometimes.
he just gets shit on.
Yeah, he's just a guy who
That makes my tummy
looks
hurt.
like he has the rest of his life together, and he also likes to be a toilet.
It's almost necessary that you have the rest of your life together if you're going to do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like.
And you know what's fucked up is like, dudes probably hook up with him, and they probably morally are against the thought of it, but men get so horny that they don't care though. They'll probably be like, yeah, I'll shit on this guy and then fuck him. Who cares? And then I'll never talk to him again. I bet that happens.
I don't think it would be against my morals to shit on him.
Really?
What moral am I violating?
Yeah, he's
Not
already
pooping
he's
on
already
somebody?
gay. He's already going to hell.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
true. You are already on a one.
I mean,
you are already on one
maybe
page.
maybe it's more of
nonstop.
like a preference or yuckiness. A yuckiness.
Yeah, that's yucky.
I will say
It's so icky.
It's a dangerous situation to be in as a man because, like you said, I've been so horny that I've had just like normal sex with a woman and afterwards been like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Much less imagine.
Sorry, you
imagine
look like you were gonna say something.
No, I agree.
Yeah, imagine coming out of a sexual encounter where you were really horny. The post-nut clarity after you have shit on another person has got
Has
to
to
be
be
really
nuts.
intense, dude. It's got to
Yeah,
be
but
really
what, are you gonna
crazy.
feel shame about it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like
There's
I mean,
a guy with shit on his chest.
But
Yeah.
you put it there.
there's a guy with shit on his chest, and you're wiping your ass after you already came.
Yeah,
Not
do you
good,
stop
dude.
momentum? Do you wipe before you
Not
fuck, or
good.
do you have
Oh.
poopy butt while you fuck?
Honestly,
The
it-
stink
grossing me
alone,
If
the
the-
stench.
if that guy wants me to, okay. Also,
This episode's not going to get monetized for sure.
It's like actually making me
also,
nauseous.
your poops. You need to do something about it. The fact
Well, yeah,
that
I
you're
don't
like,
have
"The
solid.
stench,
I don't
the
have solid.
My poops don't really smell that bad because I have healthy, normal ass poops.
Well, but would you slap one of those on the toilet?
What?
Would you slap one of those on the toilet?
slap one of those?
Those
Hold on,
hogs,
this is
yeah.
actually fucking gross. Like I'm actually.
Well, I'm saying I want to get to the bottom of
why.
whether or not you would, if okay, so toilet's
My-
at your house, and he's like, you're gonna give it to me.
Sorry, I now understand what you mean by slap.
Oh, you thought I was
I
talking about-
also misunderstood it. I
You
was
thought I
like,
was asking if you would just poop on a toilet?
Yeah.
that
No, I'm
makes
talking about
sense.
pooping on the toilet.
Yeah.
The toilet's a crazy.
Honestly, what I want to
alias.
know is he has seemingly done this enough to rebrand himself. I want to know what kind of like procedure he has afterwards. But like, having a bidet isn't crazy, but this guy has to have like the nicest bidet.
Yeah, he's got
you
a
know?
pressure washer.
Yeah, he has to have some like, some people have mints on there. He has to have like, what does his house look like? And that's what
tart.
that's
He's got a
what it's like.
poop room.
there's got to be a tar.
And it's not the
There
bathroom.
has to be a poop room.
Yeah,
Everybody
you can't
has
just
a poop
do that
room,
in
but-
your bedroom and then lay in it.
yeah.
No, you can't do that and then watch Grey's Anatomy.
time to go
you
to
can't
bed.
binge
Yeah,
Gilmore Girl
exactly.
afterwards.
Yeah. Is he farting and getting a bone? Like, I'm so interested about this guy because they make up stories that like
Message him. Well, we could find out.
Hit toilet up.
Get toilet
Let's
on the
find
pod.
him.
and say what? What's your house?
We
look
could take
like?
turns.
I want to do an MTV Cribs of your house. Is that,
That
okay?
would be
That's just a colonoscopy.
crazy guest to have on. That would be such a fun guest to have.
I want to
toilet
start.
on.
Yeah, we should start having like just some guy who gets pissed on and shit on would be a fun guest to talk to.
We could just become
Yeah.
a kink podcast.
I think
We
you
need
get-
to find a niche, so that could be our
Yeah.
fucking. If you're a freak and you're listening to this, let us know.
Yeah. Let Josh know, not me.
Please don't send me messages like that, though. I don't
Please,
like that.
please send Josh.
No, that will
messages
make
like
my
that.
tummy hurt
It would
and
make
I will
him
have a panic attack.
It would
It'll
make
make
him
my
so
tummy-
uncomfortable. That would make me so happy.
I mean, it would make me if I just got a message from like a man at like 4 a.m. during the scary hours, being like, and just so you know, I want to fucking put my fucking fist in your. I would be
just
like,
so you know, I
don't
would
like
love to
this.
watch you shit through fishnets.
Yeah, I
or
would-
something crazy.
I'd put on socks and get fucked in my ass while watching. Yeah, whatever. I don't like that.
Socks. That's how. See, this is why I said that about him getting
I
those
can't get
messages.
it.
He was trying to think of a gross, kinky thing. He was like, "I like to have socks on while I get fucked in my butt." It's like,
And then he couldn't come up with a TV show. He was watching. That's what stopped
I
him.
almost watched How It's Made, but I like How It's Made, and I didn't want to ruin the image
Dirty
of How
Jobs.
It's
I
Made.
want to watch Dirty
is
Jobs.
funny.
That's exactly what
Mike
I was
Rowe?
thinking. Yeah.
More like Mike Hawk. Can we clip that one out?
this
Where's
is
that?
what I'm
Where's
talking
the
about.
camera? Where's camera A?
It's yeah.
Yeah, somebody put that on a compilation or something.
But yeah,
Joke World, I know you listen.
I'm glad that I'm glad that you brought toilet up. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's just interesting to me because like they always go like, people that like feet were by their parents' feet by the fire.
Was that what they say?
Well, there always is some sort of weird correlation with like what you like and like something of your upbringing.
I actually think that
But-
probably has some truth to it.
Okay, so why do I like to get butt fucked so much?
Now here's a question: did you ever get a wedgie?
No.
Because sometimes somebody
but
keeps
then you-
commenting.
My
ask-
dad
one
used
sec.
to give me wedgies all the time.
Yeah, and guess what? Matt puts things in his ass, and that's what I'm saying.
Right, but
Here's the thing. Somebody keeps commenting, asking me if I've gotten a wedgie. By the way, I've read your comment. It hurts my feelings because I feel like you're trying to ask if I was bullied, and I've been wedgied.
no.
What's wedgied mean?
What are they?
No. There's a guy on my OnlyFans who's like he'll comment on photos without me having a wedgie. He goes, now that butt could use a wedgie.
Oh, is it the same guy? Do you
It's a-
think?
it might be.
I don't like that either. Why am I getting targeted?
Because we not only end up on your Discord, but we've gotten people who listen like every week that I know came from they either saw me through some of This Is Bad or just the universe that we weirdly coexist in.
I love that.
It could be the
because
wedgie
you
guy.
wouldn't put those two things together. At 0 point in your guys, when you were in Florida, I'm like, we're gonna move to Austin. At 0 point, we're like, and we're gonna have a lot of gay followers.
And we're gonna be the
Yeah.
gay podcast.
I honestly, it's so
There's no
funny.
way.
I never thought about it. At first, when I first had a couple of videos go viral, I actually noted it was like mostly, not mostly, but it was a majority like women, and I was kind of like, oh, like I don't care now who is a fan. As long as you show up to my show, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But like I was like, oh, it's like all women. Like, what are they actually going to come to shows and whatever? I never thought that it would turn into like so many gay guys.
Yeah, it is. Did you think like, oh, I'm gonna be Matt Rife?
No, because at the time this was happening, it was
Matt Rife
before
didn't
Matt
exist.
Rife's big blow.
Oh, okay.
So I think I had already started to get the gays once I realized Matt Rife was having his moment.
I mean, I would love a female following, but I don't think that they like what I say.
Yeah, I don't. know.
I mean, Ariel loves you, so I think they
I thought you
could.
meant Isaac Norman. I go, is that true?
Oh no, I meant
he said women. Sorry, that was mean.
What's the implication? She's a girl.
No, well, I don't want to explain the joke. It makes it meaner.
What?
I don't know who we're being mean to, but I'll jump on board.
I was joking about. He said, "I want women followers." You said Ariel loves you. He said, "I thought you were talking about Ariel Isaac Norman." And I said, he said women, and she is a woman, but she just dresses very like
her
masculine
opening
and
joke
dykey
for
and
years
stuff like
is
that.
like, what's my pronoun?
I was thinking, I'm so stupid.
Who are you thinking about?
I was like, wait, I thought you were calling my girlfriend a guy.
No, I'm not talking about your Ariel.
Oh, well, now
I'm
I
talking
get
about
it.
the
That
other
was
Ariel.
funny. Let's run it back. No, let's run that back. Can we run that one back? Here, set it up again, and
not
I'll cut
doing
this
that.
part, and then we'll put it back.
I also like Ariel. I was just kind of being mean.
Her
Check
opening
out that.
joke
I'll
is,
cut
what's
that.
my pronouns? I look a little pronoun-y or something like
Oh,
that.
that's funny.
Yeah. Well, thanks for I'll let her know, Josh.
Yeah, we'll send her this. We'll send her this clip.
You're confusing me with how you're not following. You know what I'm saying? And have you guys seen Love on the Spectrum?
No.
I
like
watched
the
a little bit
highlights.
of it, but it made me kind of sad.
Yeah, I like the highlights of
Which
it.
I know it. Here's the thing. I know it shouldn't because it's these people having experiences that they wouldn't normally have. It just there is something about it that makes me just a little sad sometimes.
It's the monetization of it. It's capitalizing off of these people's predicament.
Who would have thought capitalism was was the problem, huh? Welcome to the Antifa
I mean,
podcast.
Antifa Matt is in full, and you know what? The more I've been getting brainwashed I've been.
No, you haven't been being.
I've becoming more
brainwashed. You've just been
empathetic.
opening your eyes. Oh no!
I don't like it.
Oh no!
I start to feel bad about things I say now.
Me too.
Not me. I've been saying more things.
Yeah.
I definitely say more things. Speaking of like moving to Austin and not knowing what was going to happen, I mean, Josh can attest to this. I used to be like, we have to cut that. We have to do that. We have to do that. And now I think more often it's him going, we have to cut what you said.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like saying anything crazy, but
Do you have examples? I just came from Florida, and I'll tell you what. No, Orlando. Orlando's a shithole.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a weird. I was hoping that you guys could maybe
Orlando
clue me in
sucks.
because it feels like Pittsburgh energy of like, yeah, it's really tough here, and fucking we all gotta work really hard. But it's like in the like a gorgeous.
Yeah, it's funny. It's the juxtaposition.
Well,
of it's
you were
funny.
just there though, right?
Right.
Like now, okay. So the weather right now is great, but imagine that city. It rains for 2 hours every single day, and when it's not raining, it's 105 degrees, and you're in Florida, but you're actually nowhere near a beach.
Yeah,
It's rough.
we decided to drive to the beach because we're like this,
Yeah.
and then we got there and we're like, oh my god. These are the ugliest people I've ever seen in my fucking life. This is what I said. I said, this is America, for sure. This is what actual America is, but not any of the parts anyone's proud of.
Right, yes.
So
Well-
like Central Florida, talking about Central Florida type stuff.
Well,
I
here's
just went
the
to
thing.
Orlando. I have
That
no idea.
okay,
Orlando is closer to the East Coast. So if you start at the bottom of the East Coast of Florida in Miami and you go all the way up the coast, the further
really
north
do
you
hit-
go, the uglier everybody on those beaches gets.
Yeah.
In Miami, it's all hot jack guys, big Brazilian butt lift ladies, and just like whatever.
Don't even jump.
And
You end up in Boca.
You end up. You do pass through a old Jew zone real
Yeah.
quick,
I
but
did
they
shows
also.
there
But they'll
a
have
couple
like
months
their
ago.
young. They'll have like their young. You know, like their granddaughters will be
Yes.
visiting, like
Yeah.
25-year-old hot chicks, whatever. A little bit of sprinkled in, but then as you go north, it gets uglier and uglier. You end up near Daytona. Oh,
Oh yeah.
gross.
I don't know. Is Boca Raton just north of Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Yes.
I just did shows there, and I was reaming the Israelite because I'm Jewish. So I was like, "Hey guys, sorry for making you pay for our genocide."
You're Jewish?
Thank you. and they did not like that.
I also didn't know you were Jewish.
I had no idea. Yeah.
Oh, we wouldn't have had you.
No, we wouldn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
This
I'm
is an
kidding.
Antifa pro-Palestine podcast.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. We don't. I didn't know that this whole time. I didn't know that.
Me neither. You
Well,
don't make it your whole personality, which is nice.
I guess it'd be
Gay.
hard to be gay and Jewish. It's
Yeah.
really hard to.
Yeah,
Which
you
one
gotta pick a
outshines?
lane.
You
You
do
Right.
have to pick a
Yeah.
lane for
Well,
sure.
I didn't even know you were gay when I first met you.
That's what people say.
Because
Josh didn't know I was gay.
Yeah, people have been saying that. I've heard a couple people go, "Did you know that Josh didn't think?" Because we met here at Black Rabbit in the basement when
Yeah.
there was a show that got canceled, and it was us, and you had like a camouflage jacket on. You had like a hat on that was backwards, like you're wearing currently, and like just like jeans. And then I talked to you about like. Here's the thing. No. Listen,
They weren't hugging his
skin
ass.
tight.
they weren't. Listen, and that's
His belt had
well,
no studs or
because,
Nikes on.
but contradict it. Listen, understand what I'm trying to get. Because look at what he's wearing now. Now, if I met you
Your
right now,
outfit
I would go,
today is pretty
you're
gay.
gay.
Yeah.
But when I met you, I was
This
like,
is from China.
I thought I was talking to like. I thought I was talking to like. I
This
didn't know.
is a commentary on the,
Well,
on the tariffs.
You
That shirt cost him $1,100.
yeah. At one point, you went. We were in the middle of a conversation, and you were talking about how you had seen the thing that Matt, like some of the stuff that Matt and I had made, like the
Yeah.
sketches, and then you were like, "Yeah, I think, yeah, my husband loves them," and I went, "Yeah, for sure," and then I went, "Was that a bit, or were you telling me you were gay?"
It's
Did you
funny
ask
'cause-
him that? Or
No.
did you have to think about it?
No, I blew him, and then I went, "Oh, he's gay."
Well, there's a comic here. I can't remember what his name is,
Pause.
but he after I got off stage, he goes, "Tell me your husband's black without tell me your husband's black." I went, "My husband's black." He is not.
Let him have the moment.
But he is Cajun, which is
Yeah.
close.
I mean, all of his family is black except his mom and his brother. But I mean,
Well, maybe his dad too, probably,
his dad's dead
but not black.
for sure. His
Yeah,
dad. I've
okay.
never known his dead dad.
Okay.
But his mom. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Well, it's fine. She goes on like blackpeoplemeet.com as a white lady.
Bro, I used
like
to go.
that. I
we
like
used to
that.
go
I didn't
on
know that was allowed.
Me and my buddy
I feel- it
Miles
feels-
used
you
to go
should.
on Black People Meet together and try to get nudes from black ladies.
Blackpeoplemeet.com should be just for I don't want If
Miles,
I
Miles
on
was
there-
black. I missed that part. He was black.
It honestly feels like going
He
on
was?
Grindr
He was
and I'm
one
like,
quarter. Yeah,
He is.
he is.
He
Miles
is.
is
He
alive,
didn't.
yeah.
He wasn't. No, he's not no longer black. He still is currently black.
Miles is still black, But I guess I get what you're saying. That's like going on Grindr and being straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But which does happen,
I
which
think-
is why I'm so compassionate towards that.
people straight guys go on Grindr.
Yeah.
But then they
Straight is a
yeah,
weird
that was gonna
word
say,
to
but then they
use.
would probably be
I guess
on the spectrum a little.
My therapist said that the
Sexual
word
spectrum,
queer just means not straight, and I went, sure, fine, call them queer. They're gonna hate that.
Yeah, that's actually worse.
It is
That's
funny.
so much worse. Listen, they're
actually
not gay,
is.
they're queer.
It is funny because queer does
They don't like that.
queer does define like a person who might not like be full, like they might not, like it might be a guy who likes trans girls but doesn't like men or whatever. Like there's like a weird, and then we give them the most intense. It's like, oh well, you're not bi. It's like no. It's like, oh, you're not pan. It's like no. It's like you're fucking queer then.
You're
It's
fucking
like, it's
queer.
weird.
It is heated.
Yes,
I
it's-
used to play Smear the Queer. Ain't no
Yeah,
fucking queer.
ain't no fucking queer.
I only
Yeah.
like penises when they're on big beautiful ladies with big tits. Huh?
Yeah,
I'm not a
it
fucking
just
queer.
means
Queer.
not straight. I think not straight feels way better than queer. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
I have been saying on the spectrum for myself lately. I think that's fun.
But people are just like, oh, he's autistic. That's cool.
Yeah.
On this, my dad tried to say autism spectrum, and he said autism scale, which is funny too.
Yeah.
He's on the scale.
Yeah.
he's on the scale.
I-
He just sounds like he's calling the fucking autistic guy fat.
Yeah.
He's calling
I tried to get into a matrix, and then I was like,
A what?
A what?
A matrices.
What is this?
No, describe
There's
it.
a spectrum is a linear. It's
Okay.
over here, and then matrix is another dimension. So it has maybe like
You're trying to be gay in different dimensions?
right.
I don't-
right. Which is the most
Trans-dimensional
autistic-
gay?
Well, no. I mean, there's many matrices. We're all on matrices.
Okay.
You're telling me I'm gay?
You're
describing-
some sort of something. You
Yeah.
know? With
You
that fat
describing-
ass, you don't walk around.
I don't walk around.
You don't walk around.
I got in here 50 minutes ago. My ass just sit down. Come on now.
But yeah, then I was like, I definitely
should
am
cut-
on
we
some
can
sort
cut
of
that part, Josh.
autistic
We can cut that.
matrices.
We can cut
So
that
you
part.
were trying to get on the
Hey, we can cut
matrices,
that part.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, our guest was talking.
Yes, I was just making sure the producer knew to cut that part.
Hey, can we cut that part?
cut the 10th ass joke he's made.
Can we cut that? Sorry, what were you saying about my
What do you-
ass?
I'm confused what you mean by you're trying to get on the. You don't want to be on the spectrum. You want to be in the matrix.
No, I was just trying to make it a more accurate representation of a person.
Sexuality wise?
I
Or
mean, I was trying to
autistic-wise.
think of autistic.
You're not autistic.
There is autistic and ADHD spectrum, which is just symptoms. So to like this person has more of autism,
Yeah.
more ADHD, so it can kind of go up and down.
Is there a correlation between ADHD and autism? I think I've read this, right?
I think a lot of the symptoms are
similar?
like similar.
Yeah. When you use the word correlation, I go, he barely understands that word.
Correlation does not equal causation.
That's true.
Now he's liberal. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you guys think of that I feel like every single one of my stats teachers told me this story. It's like, all right, there's a correlation between bike riding and selling ice cream, and it happened every time ice cream went up, bikes went up. Every time bike sales, rentals. Every time it went down, ice cream sales went down. What was the correlation? Or what was the causation?
Exercise.
Huh?
Exercise. If you get ice cream, you eat it, you feel bad, you want to lose weight, you get a bike.
No, it was summer.
Suck my dick.
It's summer. So
I don't like getting set up on my own podcast. No, I don't like that. He used this. He tricked
I
me.
liked your answer a lot.
Right. But it just, I mean, it also could
It blinds you.
It's the perfect example of correlation does not equal causation. Is what you're
Exactly,
saying.
exactly.
Yes,
I don't like
precisely.
that. I got tricked. Did you? The first time did you hear it? Did you think you were trying to lose weight as well?
No. I was trying to think of any other reason why those two things could happen, such as I thought it was like maybe it was a one-stop shop. And then
One-stop shop.
Then you got a free ice cream every time you did a bike rental. And so
That's not a bad idea. There's a lot of
business
answers.
model, honestly.
Right.
It would be kind of tough because you would have to eat the ice cream either before. You would
Or
have to eat it
after.
before. You can't eat it after because it would be melted.
then
you
you'd get
can't
a
eat it
side
during.
ache.
You
You
what?
get a side ache.
A side ache?
Yeah,
You're not
maybe-
supposed to
Oh,
cycle in.
like
Yeah.
a,
Like a stitch,
yeah.
a runner's
Stitch.
stitch.
runners.
I get runner's stitches when I run a lot. It's from not breathing properly.
Oh,
You have to breathe through your nose.
You can also get them if you drink too much water and you run.
I don't believe this breathing through the nose thing.
No,
What do you-
dude. Okay, have you? Okay,
Tape my
next time,
mouth?
Next time you see Bianca Parado, friend of the podcast, lover. I mean, friend of mine at least. She actually has never been on this podcast. She's a friend of mine.
Okay.
I like
Ask
Bianca too,
her-
for the record.
No, I know. I'm just the one talking. I'm not saying that you don't.
I don't
was-
like-
it was
I
just
like
me
Bianca
talking.
too.
I know you guys like Bianca. This is not about that. I just wanted to mention.
And
it
I
to
support
the-
women.
Yeah, we support women.
What?
Did she tape her mouth closed?
She has been doing mouth tape and been focusing on breathing through her nose more. Ask her. She has a picture on her phone of a couple years ago. She has no chin. She looks like a Bob's Burger character. And now looking at her.
I've been talking about this.
For real. I know you've been talking about it. I want you.
It takes a woman for him to say it, for him to listen to me.
No, it takes objective,
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
objective evidence where I saw a picture of her from a couple years ago and she's like, I've been doing this. And she now has like more of a jawline. This part of her chin is like in now. It's crazy.
You got a Mew.
Yeah, it's that. She's been, it's so,
I don't like this. It's not even the eye contact,
scary.
but I don't like that.
it's,
You guys can't
you look
see
like you're
what-
about to shit on somebody's chest. when
You
look
guys
like
just
that.
can't
I'm
handle me when I'm
so
fucking mewed
worried
up.
about your body. I hear that and I go, I think back to the ice cream example. I go, what else has she been doing though?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, correlation doesn't always equal causation.
Well, if she's thumb pulling too,
So that's true.
you can thumb pull.
It could have
What's
been.
that?
You, and you pull on your. It's another breathing technique. I've been looking into it.
I don't think,
Next question.
For chin reasons?
Is it for your what is
Underbite.
it for your underbite?
I want to get a here's because I want
Do you
to
have an underbite? I didn't even really notice that.
or an overbite.
Oh, you have an overbite. You're trying to even it out. You
Yeah,
have
I do this a
You
lot.
do have a bit of an overbite.
I do this a lot.
Have you fixed your pelvic tilt yet?
No, I haven't.
No, of
No,
course
I
not.
haven't
Of
fixed
course
it. And
not.
here's the thing. Here's the predicament that I'm finding myself in. I've got too many things to fix. It's overwhelming. I've got. So here's what I got. I got anterior pelvic tilt, and I have to breathe through my nose, and I also have nipples that I'm not super stoked about. And I need to get hot. I need to get hot enough to play a soldier in a war film, and that's my goal for my fitness right now. So I'm in this routine of eating 2-3 cups of oats a day.
I don't think that that's helping. By the way,
I'm shitting out like a horse.
my brother said that that's actually not great to do.
Well, Jake
Wait, why are you doing it?
Cutler says to do it. Why?
Is it the only fiber you get in the entire
Yeah,
day?
it's my only. It's 600 calories. Jay Cutler?
Who's Jay Cutler, the old football player, or did you say Jake Cutler?
No, Jay Cutler, the big fucking bodybuilder.
Oh, there's also Jay Cutler who used to play in the
Can we
NFL.
can we Google image Jay Cutler? Now I want to make sure. I know that you're right
So,
because
I mean-
now I want to make sure I just got his name right. It's Jay Cutler.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think
maybe.
Does it
but
affect the story?
It doesn't affect the story, but now
No,
it
it
affects me
doesn't.
because
It
now I
affects
want to make
him.
sure I'm not thinking of the
bodybuilder?
Yeah, and then type naked.
Oh, I'm not connected. Oh yeah, type in
naked. Type naked.
Yeah, type.
It's on the spectrum.
Type leaked OnlyFans after it.
type
by the way,
VPL.
that's a cheat code.
Type
By the way,
VPL.
Leaked
Just so you
OnlyFans.
guys know.
Yeah, you can get like anybody, can't you?
Almost anybody who has an OnlyFans, you can just type their name and type leaked OnlyFans, and it'll come up.
do me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I didn't necessarily think you were on. Look up Colton Dowling leaked OnlyFans and let's see if it's there, please.
Yeah. Let's
Come on.
I don't mind.
we make sure the camera's not on for that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
If I see,
Dowling, yeah.
do you show butthole on this thing?
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
click images? Oh,
Oh.
nothing too crazy.
None of that's on my OnlyFans.
But that's oh, okay.
I posted on my
just Mikey.
Instagram.
Scroll just a little bit. Oh, okay, you're safe. There is a double-edged sword to this. That's crazy. You
That's
look
a
insane
crazy
there.
photo.
There is a double-edged sword to this because it does mean that you're not quite famous enough where anybody's leaked it, but it's better that way.
It is leaked. It's,
Oh.
Yuck.
There's what the hell, dude. No one has your butt problems. You're the only. Stop putting all your butt problems on everybody else.
Why don't you call Mr. Toilet if you're going to be leaking?
Okay, well that's good though.
No, if you just if you go to the, it doesn't matter. I guess I'm not trying to give people directions to my fucking leaked photos.
That's good. That's good that nobody is leaked. That's you.
They have, except it's on like the gay one.
Oh.
And in fact, I'm
Is there
sure
a gay
Are you
OnlyFans?
not on gay Google right now? I thought you'd be on gay Google. Gay Google. Oh, that would be fun. Oh, wait. Is there a gayglers?
Oh, gosh.
Is a term. Oh, this is a term for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender employees
God,
of Google.
fucking nerds.
That's so funny.
You guys, I don't think we're just Googlers. We're gayglers.
We're
Yeah.
gagglers.
Yeah. You know whoever
They've
thought of
got
that
no-
made that Wikipedia page too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Well, that's
Wait,
good.
can
that
you
don't have
do
leaked
Matt
OnlyFans.
Ross VPL?
No, that won't come up. It's only in your Discord, right? I hope
I
not.
don't know.
VPL.
VPL. That would be crazy.
Austin.
Why'd you add Austin? No.
There's one. There's a VPL right
There's
there,
no
though.
VPL.
There's a VPL
no, there's
right
not.
there.
No, there's not.
Zoom in on
No,
that.
there's no
Zoom
VPL.
in.
I remember this picture. I was
Zoom
tucked. I
in.
was tucked into
He's
my
tucked?
cheeks. There's no
There's
VPL.
one. You can see it.
No, there's no VPL. There might be bulge at
There's
most.
bulge.
A fucking full on head.
I can see the head.
That's a head.
I can see the
No,
head.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I refuse.
you good? I mean, that's pretty crazy. You're saying that you can't see the head when we're killing.
I'm literally looking at it.
All right,
He's like
guys.
the Cerberus.
Yeah, I bet
He's got 3 heads. Type in.
I'm just glad I come up before this fucking
that guy's
hack.
that guy's
What
name
happens
is
if-
Matt Ross.
What
too?
what happens if you type in my name now that we're doing this? Well, I guess we didn't just.
You didn't, yeah.
We didn't. I don't have anything fun to put after it though. I think it might be a black guy, butt naked.
Butt naked.
Oh God! Why are they? Why are they? Why are they?
First off, why is every picture we can see black? Every one of them is a black guy. Oh, you're a Green Bay Packer?
I used to be.
That's cool. You look
That was
different,
before my
but-
ACL injury. Yeah, that's as close as you're gonna see to me getting
And
naked.
you posted this. 27.9. Good job, Josh.
Yeah,
We're
thank you.
trending up.
Yeah, we're trending up. I just need to get some gay followers
Yeah,
because
your
they
ass.
come in like hordes. It's like zombies.
You're on to him. Scroll up. This is you getting after him.
I'm trying.
No, the one that next to it. Look at that face. That's a sultry look if I've
Look
ever
at
seen
that.
it.
That's yeah. You want
What-
me to?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I
you
said.
want
No,
me
you
to?
say, "Oh, I got anterior pelvic."
Oh, I got pelvic tilt. You're gonna make me stretch. Shout out to Venezuela.
The country?
No, that's that guy's name.
That guy's name is Venezuela?
Yeah, Jose
That's-
Venezuela.
That's crazy.
Say something about it.
No, I'm fine with that.
I hope he's not in El
It is
Salvador.
funny to be
That's all I'm
named. Yeah, it
hoping.
is funny to be named like Josh Italy.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Is it funny?
I don't. That's
Is
what I
it?
said. I said
I'm
I don't
not
think it is.
sure.
After that, hey, look at that's me on your podcast.
There it is.
Look at that.
Josh Francis.
Has tilted hips. God, you guys are using me for clickbait. It's fucking embarrassing. You guys need to use my ass for views. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess we never showed it though. So if you ever
It's
want to
true.
come back on, I guess that we have some pro bono.
You know what? You're gonna get a boner. You're gonna get a professional
Pro
boner.
I
A
meant
pro
quid
boner?
pro quo, but I guess pro
Quick
bono
pro
is
bono?
also because we're not going to pay.
We
for
are
it.
doing. Yeah, I was about to say we're doing your podcast pro bono is really how it works.
Yeah. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I guess now that I'm on your podcast, the tables have turned. You guys
No,
have any
now
questions
it's quid
for
pro
me?
quo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have some questions. I wrote some down.
This one just says, "Why are you gay?"
This one.
You are gay.
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are gay.
One of the best videos on the
are
internet.
gay.
Watching because the backstory of that is also great because it's like so I would imagine some African country and the guy is trying to understand a woman who has transitioned into a man and how that could how that trans person, that trans man liking women somehow still makes her not gay.
Yeah.
And his brain, like it's like that meme of the lady staring and all the math equations. It's like that where he's just like, but you are transgender? So you are gay.
He can't-
He's like,
gay.
who says I'm gay?
They
He's like,
just
you
let
sleep
them.
with women.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they just let them uncover their faces in that country, and then 2 years later, this guy's trying to figure out what like.
What country was that?
I think it was wasn't it in South Sudan where that video's from?
Is that you're guessing?
Or
with
Kenya?
confidence.
It's either South Sudan or Kenya.
You
In
are
Kenya,
gay.
they were 2 years
Video.
ago. They
That video's old.
how old?
I think it's 2004.
It is pretty old.
Let's.
All of these
Can we
are
Google to see if
from-
I'm right about any of this? I'm pretty positive it's about South Sudan or
You
Kenya.
are gay. We bring in the studio.
We're bringing
this
the
morning.
studio this morning.
Yeah,
there-
the '90s really prepared me for the wrong career. I
There
was
is
like
a
ready to do all the accents and like
Yeah.
getting ready
Why
for
are you
them.
gay? 2012
Good morning.
in Nigeria.
Why are you gay?
Nigeria?
Nigeria,
Uganda.
Makes me
Okay,
Uganda.
cool.
Uganda. My house is made of doo-doo.
No.
I can do this joke. I have a house made of doo-doo.
This was a thing that I don't even
We
know.
have built our huts made of
No,
own
they
sheets.
have it. They literally are in they're in a TV station.
This is my father's doo-doo. It is our couch.
You're obsessed with poop, dude. This is a riff that him and Jeff had like 3 years ago while they were blackout drunk in Oklahoma. That I've never seen two people more entertained by their own riff.
Yeah.
While nobody else around them enjoys it at all.
My son will inherit
What I
this
love
house of
about
dude.
that is that he's sober now.
Yeah. He still stands.
No,
on
I'm
it.
not. I'm not sober. I'm bucked up.
Are you also taking deer antler for tea?
No, I'm just taking it because it's advertised in a cool way.
Have you had your tea checked?
No, I'm sure I have low testosterone. I can't grow a beard, and I have a lot of hair.
I don't think that has.
I have
anything
high
to do
tea
with
and I can't grow a beard.
I don't think the tea has anything to do with it. I actually think isn't there a correlation with people who have really high tea going bald?
Yeah,
earlier?
you get facial hair and you grow bald.
Oh,
That's why you see like bodybuilders that are like 24 and they have like acne again and they're bald. It's because they have a beard. That's like the starter kit from like a dude taking steroids. He shaves his head, he grows a beard, and he gets acne.
Yeah, well, I'm on
you
some
on some-
DHT blockers.
A DHT,
What's DHT blocker?
Or I don't think it's DHT. It's DT.
estrogen blocker.
It's whatever testosterone dihalo.
You're on estrogen blocker? You trying not to be gay?
I get. No, it's finasteride. It's like hair, so you keep your hair.
Yeah.
Oh, but you have
Well, I've been on it since I was like 25.
really?
What are the long-term
your-
health
are
effects of
your
this?
Are your parents bald or like balding or anything?
Well, I come from a family of V's. We all got the V's.
Oh, dude, I mean, you're talking to the fucking
Like
captain right
Dracula's?
now. Look at that.
Widow's
It's
Peak?
the Widow's Peak. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it sucks. It doesn't suck. When I had hair, it looked better. You don't realize it, but when I shaved it, I realized how intense my hairline is.
It's
Because this has always been how it is,
but
and
you
I've
still
known
got a
that.
strong middle.
Yeah, I did. The middle's not fading.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have the middle for a while. And these have always been here, but it does vaguely look like I'm balding, which stinks a little bit. But overall, I'm fine.
Yeah,
with
I mean, the
think.
pill cost me $5 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So I take it. And so I can do steroids if I want to, but everyone
should.
Does
I
the hair
want
pill help you build muscle? Is it doing
No.
anything that does?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It only helps you build confidence.
Have you ever taken steroids?
No, but I want to. But
do?
I really want to.
Yeah.
I want to.
Let's become freaks.
When I was playing rugby, I was like 210, and I'm
That's
like
crazy.
180 right now.
210. Were you a
190.
unit? Like 210, like built like fucking like a brick shit house. Like were you cutting stuff too, or were you just
Yeah,
were you a
yeah,
little
yeah.
like a train running
I
at
mean,
somebody?
it was all in my legs.
Yeah,
too,
I fucking like
Yeah,
that.
it's
That gets
gotta
me
be.
fucking riled up.
See, that's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
throw some fucking
the Venn
weight around.
diagram of gayness with
Yeah.
people, with men who like.
It's only
to
gay if you're
bodybuild.
taking it gay. I'm admiring
Well,
somebody's
you know
physique.
how he takes it. That's
Yeah.
see, but that's the
That's
That's
exact
not gay.
point.
It's not sexual.
It is.
It's not sexual to say I like your. I
There-
think I admire the fact that you
There's
have
something in the
level of-
neighborhood of gay about you being like, I'm just admiring that strong cut man's physique.
I'm not sexually turned
It's
on
in
by
the
it.
neighborhood of
It's
gay.
like,
though.
well,
You're at
it's-
the park down the street for sure.
No, it's like if I see a nice car, I go, "That's a nice car."
It's not that way
not
at
at
all.
all.
Yeah, it is. You had to work hard to get that car. You had to afford the
you?
car.
Did you?
Yeah, to see somebody with a nice body and go, "You have a nice body." That's not gay. I don't want to fuck the person.
Yeah, but it makes you feel like you might get that one day, and that makes you feel powerful and strong yourself.
I don't think it's that because I know there's dudes who I go, "There's no way I could ever look like that," but I do like his.
Do you think you could look like me one day?
I have looked like you before?
No, you've
No,
never,
you've been way more shredded.
You've never been this tall.
How tall? Jesus Christ! Welcome back to the Friendly
What
Fire
a fucking
podcast.
talk about Friendly Fire.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ!
You've never been this tall.
Do we still have that gun here, Josh?
I have a
don't-
question. How tall do you think Josh is?
5'8",
That's disrespectful.
5'9".
Yes.
Yeah. I still think 5'10", but that's
He tried to claim 5'11" one time.
I'm 5'10" and a half on my Marine Corps thing. Since I've had my ID, which is the government issued thing, I was 5'10" and a half. I since have my tilts, my hips have tilted. I have anterior pelvic tilt. They shrink. I have anterior pelvic tilt, which means
I know what it means.
But it sucks in your penis too. Have I told you this part?
So not only is he getting shorter, but his
My
penis
penis
getting
is shrinking.
smaller, too.
Why don't you fix it?
Because I
It's
have
so
to do
easy.
I have to stretch. I've been stretching.
Have you though?
No, but I want to. I've been hitting. You know what I did today? Ask me what I did
This guy
today.
looking at the gym, he goes, "Oh, that guy
He's-
probably stretches just
Yeah.
a little. Like it's not even that much stretching."
I did 4 sets of 25 dips today. and then I bench pressed, and then I did I'm trying to be able to do 100 push-ups nonstop. Not that easy. Very hard.
At one point, he was pretty positive he could do it.
No, I thought I could do
Wasn't
like
that us?
60.
Was it-
I thought I
Yeah.
could do 60.
But you know that because you had to do your standardized.
I used to have to. Yeah. I can't do it now. There's zero
You would
chance.
have to do 100 push-ups in a row?
No, but you would do pull up. We used to have to do pull ups, and I used to be able to do like 30 in a row.
Are we talking wide grip? We talking
We're
chin?
talking you could fucking.
That's pretty tough. I
The
couldn't
wider
do
the
that.
wider you go, but I was also 150 pounds. It wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I'd switch halfway through and then go underhand, and then I'd go back out, and you bang out a couple. But that was times were different back then. I used to also run a 3 mile in like, I don't know, like 18 minutes or something, and it's like there's
pretty
zero
crazy.
chance I could do that now.
I don't think that I'll ever run a mile ever again.
That's yeah, dude. Honestly, I might not ever either.
No, like really think about it. I've said this before, but like I don't think that I will ever run again. Outside of like small moments that for whatever
Catastrophes.
reason,
Yeah.
or like emergencies, or maybe if I play basketball again. But like putting on my fucking tennis shoes and running through the neighborhood I'll never do it again
And honestly, how nice is that?
for the rest of my life. It's so nice.
It's so nice.
I'll
never wake up at 6 a.m. again either. Like for more than like 2 days in a row
Not
at least.
for like unless I like have like a flight
Yeah.
or something.
I did a 4 a.m.
For
flight
golf.
the other day, and that sucked.
Brutal.
It's
Why would you do that to yourself?
My husband was like, that's when he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
to avoid the fight.
I make the mistakes.
Oh,
of,
no, I'll have that fight.
I have made the mistake.
I'll take that fight.
I make it a couple times a year where I do that, where I go, yeah, I got to be there, but it'll be nice. I'll get there at noon.
Yeah.
And then you forget that a 6 a.m. flight means you have to wake up at 3:30 so that you can get your stuff, you can get to the, and then you get there at noon and you're like, great, I have to sleep now.
Yeah,
And then you waste
the rest
the whole
of my
day.
day is fucked if I have to do that flight. And
Yeah.
I say it again. I'll never do it again.
Never.
No.
I actually had to chase my dog the other day, and I was running, and I was like, "Holy I haven't run this fast in years."
Yeah.
I
Check out that
afterwards,
bod.
I
BOD for me.
I hit up the Austin rugby team, and I was like, "You guys looking for people again?"
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're a rugby player?
was
I did not know that about you.
gay rugby. What else can we get to know
Jew.
about
We
me?
knew you were gay, but let me tell you what, we knew you were gay.
Yeah,
Gay
yeah,
Jew
yeah.
rugby player?
Gay Jew rugby, such a crazy. How would you describe Colton in 3 words? Gay Jew rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does kind of summarize who you are.
yeah,
Not the Jew part. I just learned the Jew part. Now I'm kind of backtracking on some. Now I'm kind of think, would I have noticed? I don't think I would have. Had you not presented it.
How would you have noticed?
Somebody told me I looked Jewish one time.
I could see it.
Shut the fuck up. That pisses me off. Well,
I think you look
it's-
Mexican right now.
There is an Israeli version of you're like
I know,
the
I know.
Jewish stereotype is an Ashkenazi Jew from like Eastern Europe who's just like a little frail and big nose.
Yeah.
But the Israeli Jews, some Sephardic Jews, boy, God, those Jews.
Yeah? You like them?
Yeah, everybody likes them.
Oh, okay.
And they all
I
have
guess
to
I've
be in the
never-
military, so all of them are like.
In shape and jacked.
Yeah,
I
you
like-
have to serve.
I mean, they are
Isn't
doing
that
I like
crazy
that.
I like
they're-
countries that do that.
I wouldn't do it.
I like the idea of it.
I like countries that go, you have to do it.
It just
Because then
teaches
it's like
nationalism. That's
it teaches nationalism, but it also teaches you
Which I'm
things
not
that you would
about.
never understand.
Like tanks.
Tanks, vehicles, jacking off in tanks.
all. Yes.
Disciplines and
You
forms
used
that
to
you would
ja-
never get.
You used to jack off in the tank.
I used to jack off in tanks constantly, brother.
Were you alone in the tank?
No, I would be up in the turret, and I would put a little piece of cardboard. We called it the Jack Shack. You put a little piece of cardboard, and then you'd block off the vision.
But what about the,
The
sound?
Jack Shack.
What's
What about
up?
the sound?
I do make some cum noises, so they could probably hear it.
No, not the. I was thinking more of like the.
Oh,
like
I thought you were
that.
talking about me going.
Not like you moaning.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I go-
Surely you could hold in the moans
No.
if you knew there were guys. If you knew that all that separated you was a piece of cardboard from
Yeah.
a room
I would
of
go.
other men.
I would go. Contact front. Contact front.
I honestly don't think I could. I can't even really pee in front of someone. I think that putting the cardboard there would be such a big move.
Yeah, it's a nice power dynamic. Well, you can also adjust it, and you can if you adjust it to a certain degree. I shouldn't be doing that one. It's the Jewish guy on the. But if you adjust the turret a certain degree, it also blocks out the back view, like you can't see. But then everybody knows you're jacking off because it's like, why is the turret facing that way at 2 a.m.?
And also, the question...
And then you can see everybody else doing it, and you're
the
like, oh,
question
fuck, they're getting
that
after.
I have is, where are you guys coming?
Toilet paper, MRE napkins. They have like little napkins in the MRE that you're supposed to use to like wipe your ass with.
There's a trash can in the...
Oh, no, but there's a hole outside.
Oh, you just throw your cum rags outside?
100%.
Wow.
Oh my!
I spread my seed, dude. I'm Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, dude. That's
I'm like Johnny
nuts.
Appleseed, but in Philippines.
God, this is why.
Philippines?
I was wondering what Afghanistan's problem with us was.
Yeah.
There's landmines.
These
It's just everybody's cum.
infidels, They come over here, throw their cum all over our land.
They put the cum on our I don't even know what the accent is. Hello.
Did you go to Afghanistan
I did not.
or anywhere?
No, not really. I did a MEU. So, well, not even a MEU. It was an LF Karat for the listeners. It was, if you're in the military, you know what that is.
If they were in the military, they stopped listening to this a while ago.
Yeah, the second that we went,
gay Jews on the podcast. Yeah, right.
It would be funny to be like a very meat-headed military member who's also progressive. You don't see that.
Yeah, no,
You don't see that.
I'm related to a lot of them.
Yeah. So much of my social media is if I go on Facebook, because here's the thing: Republicans stay on Facebook.
Yeah.
Then the liberal,
That's true.
all of my friends that are liberal are on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. If I open up Facebook because of my friends from the military, from being from Iowa, my family from the Midwest, whatever, it's like I'm in an echo chamber of intolerance. And then I go to Instagram and it's the exact opposite. And the balancing act is like the algorithm. The videos that it feeds me are just bipartisan. Yeah. So the videos, I've managed to keep this nice balance of like, if I go to Facebook, everybody will be like, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And then if I go to...
they're still on the gay thing?
Oh, yeah.
The gay thing's back.
Oh, the gay thing has been back. Dude, my mom went to a protest in favor of women's rights in Mason City. And there was there was 2 protests, and there was people holding signs in my hometown, like Adam and Eve. My mom sent me photos from her track phone.
It's so crazy
It's like,
that there's a protest for women's rights in 2025.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't decided, like, all right, they earned them.
Yeah. And it's also funny, my mom, it's not funny, but my mom is also showing up to them, which speaks onto the severe. I mean, my mom could not give a fuck less, and now she's at the point where she's like, I'm going to go down to City Hall.
Yeah.
And make signs. She had one that said, what was it? IKEA has better furniture, or has a better cabinet.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, sick one, Mom.
Get 'em.
You saw that on Google for sure. You took that from somebody.
I like it.
I do like
Yeah.
it too. It's also
It is
funny
good.
I do love every once in a while you see like a really clever protest sign, and it's funny because like if you're somewhere protesting, like it's a relatively like serious thing, like your rights are being infringed on, or like you don't feel safe or whatever. But then beforehand you have to buy poster board and like arts and crafts
Dude, arts and
supplies,
crafts
and then think of like a really funny, clever thing to put like this must stop. It's like okay, I guess
Those videos or whatever from Boston, I was like, damn, that's so many people. I wonder if they're having fun. You know, like it looked like a music festival. And I was like,
there definitely are people having fun there.
yeah.
You think of somebody who like took drugs to go to the protest, like just statistically, the odds are likely that
Somebody was hitting air duster in the
there's
car.
somebody there
it
who
doesn't-
took some mushrooms and is like, we're gonna go fight for our freedoms.
Right, but it's not like when you get there, it's like, and you're gonna have a test. You know, like when you're just there for a body to make it seem more big.
A protest is mostly about showing up. So if you're just
Yeah.
kind of there, it's like, who cares if you're high?
During the BLM ones, several people were like, hey, we're getting a couple brews and going down to the Capitol. You want to come?
That's so funny.
Yeah, no,
We're gonna swing by Shangri-La, have a few, and then we're gonna head downtown to the BLM protest. You guys want to go? We're gonna get an Uber. We can all just like
We
Uber
gotta just
pool
Uber.
or something.
We'll do it safe.
Yeah, we'll put
Uber
we
prices
don't-
are gonna be fucked, dude. We
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Scoot
Let's
in.
do the Lime scooters.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how am I
we'll
gonna
scoot
carry?
in.
How am I gonna carry my flyer? What is it? The fucking
my poster board.
How am I gonna carry all my poster board on the scooter?
I during South by, there were some Christian protesters, like 30 of them, so many. Like they took up a whole block. They took up the Black Israelite spot.
The Black Israelites heckle me.
Yeah, you're
What'd they say?
their enemy.
They
dog.
bully me.
Did they call you fake Jew?
Well, okay, I don't like that. No, you just hurt me. Do they call you a total pussy dork loser? I'm like, what the fuck?
What they call you?
They call me, there's one specifically sees me and goes, that's Donald Trump. Young Donald Trump is what I've been nicknamed by them, and I don't like it. It literally happens every time I come by. Right across from, have you? There's that bar. Is it Updog?
Is this helpful?
Do you know Updog?
Is this helpful?
Do you know Updog?
Is this helpful?
You're not gonna get me, fucking idiot. What are you talking? Are you serious?
Yeah. Anyways, these Christians, yeah, are these Christians took over the
What's
Black
up, dog?
Israelite corner, and I can give you fucking retard. And so I went down to the Black Israelites. I go, "Do those Christians steal your corner?" And they just get the fuck out of here. I go, "I was trying to build a bridge."
Yeah.
I go,
I was really trying.
Really?
Here. I think
Okay.
they never heckle me. I think I skate by as Mexican, possibly.
Oh,
If I get tan enough.
But they also don't. It's not just white people though. They like to pick on all races.
that aren't black and Israelites. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll pick on black people too.
Yeah, if they're not
Yeah.
Israelites.
Yeah.
For sure.
How do you identify a Israelite?
they
On Vision.
They're dressed like Mad Max.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
If they're ready
I
for
know
the
exactly.
apocalypse
Yeah, if
in
they-
like kind of a fun way.
Do you worry about the apocalypse ever? Now that we're on this.
No.
No?
Because I plan on either dying in the apocalypse or offing myself.
You would
Yeah,
off your.
right?
I don't like this answer because Ariel says the same thing. She goes, "I would just kill myself," and I go, "No, we have to have fun for a bit."
I would start doing heroin
I would have fun
again
for a little
immediately.
bit. Yeah, but I'd try to get some heroin. I'd try to do some fun things.
Really?
I'd get
Yeah, I'd
fucked
burn
up,
out.
dude. If it was like, I would give it as long as I could before I was like, okay, like the world for real isn't like
This is it.
like all like yeah,
Like 4 meteors are about to hit.
like it's for real, like
Yeah.
like they're giving announcements like meteors are hitting Earth. We're doomed as a society. I would immediately go to the pharmacy.
Honestly, if I was a little bit hungry,
That's crazy.
When you get
Yeah.
hungry in the apocalypse and realize you're about to have to fight for your food, you just go.
dude, I don't even want to wait in line.
You hear your stomach grumble, and you go, oh.
Dude, I wouldn't have made
I
it
would-
through Russia with those bread lines. I go, these lines? No way.
Yeah. No, see, I think that's the realistic apocalypse, though. The realistic apocalypse is like a natural disaster wipes us out. The fun ones wouldn't actually happen. Like a nuclear holocaust could happen for sure.
Yeah, I was
but
about to
like,
say.
but like the
Zombie.
zombie thing or like a plague was probably realistic too. But it's like I would want to be like Mad Max type of thing where it's like 100 years later and we're like the remnants of society. I'd be laying bear traps down,
But here's the
catching
thing.
people.
Yeah, but you have to get the bear trap.
I would be
I-
a merchant.
I
I
wanna-
would make them.
I would
want-
sell the shovels.
But
I would make-
I want to bring up a point
That's
that
a
I think is
goldmine
often
reference.
overlooked, and this is not specific to you, but it does involve you. The types of just like brutal things that you have to do. Most human beings, we have too much anxiety to do that. We would get stressed out.
Yeah.
Not if there's
when you
not if
start
there's no
having
rule.
to kill some. I don't think that's true. I don't think
If
it's
there's
true.
no rules,
when you
I
have
could
to
kill
kill
somebody.
somebody. No, you
No, they-
couldn't,
100%
Josh.
I
You
could.
would not be
No
able to
rules.
mentally handle
If
that.
I
There's
was,
no way.
if it was,
Are you telling me
oxen free rules,
You're,
I'd poof,
you're
ollie
telling
oxen
me
free.
right now the only reason what you're saying is basically the only reason you're not killing people right now is because there's laws. You
No.
psycho.
I'm saying that because I don't have to do it to survive. If I had to survive and it was the apocalypse and it was like they're raiders and
I
there's
don't-
everything, it's
but
like
So you're telling me? So okay.
I would shoot somebody if they came into my house, 100%.
Yeah, but you think that you would just be totally fine after killing somebody, even though they were
No,
breaking
I would
into your house?
they would ruin my career.
It would ruin your
You
career.
can't go up and do stand up afterwards.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can.
it would really fuck
You guys-
up.
you guys know
I don't
when-
think you'd be able to handle it.
Dude,
I mean,
think
either,
about it.
By the way,
I think about it. I go fucking. We have a plan set in stone. This is what we do. Okay, so I wanted to hear what Ariel thought would happen if somebody broke into our house. I went, go ahead and indulge me with what you think would happen. Her first thought was, if we're getting burglarized, she would grab the dog and try to run out of the house. And I went, oh, you just got killed.
Yeah,
What?
especially
He's
the
trying
way
to
your
steal
house is
stuff.
set up.
Now she's out of the way.
No. That's crazy. You're going to go out of your way to find the dog and then run out of the house?
Also,
Honestly-
Ariel's going to carry the dog.
Also, Ariel's
She's
going to carry
run
the
down
dog weighs
flight of
more than
20
Ariel.
steps
Yeah, that's crazy.
With the carpet on the
yeah, the
fucking
slip it
steps.
down.
She's gonna eat shit.
No.
She's gonna kill herself and
That's
the dog
crazy.
trying to
We have
get out.
so many better
Just to
options.
find out it's Jack who came home
Yeah,
late.
that's exactly it. What we do is we get the Navy SEAL that lives with us to handle it. Or I have a gun. Those are my two options. I go, Jack. I yell for help.
I go, you can have whatever. You're in my house. You can have whatever you want.
And then they
Really?
go, I want you to shit on me, and it's Mr. Toilet.
Yeah.
It's Mr.
And then I go, lucky for you.
Mr. Toilet was my father. Please call me Piss Machine. Mr. Father is my toilet. Please call me Porta Potty. I watched a homeless guy pee on the outside of a Porta Potty the other day, and I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're so close to like doing it the right way.
But it probably smells in there.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, what am I gonna do? That's where I sleep. I'm not gonna.
You don't shit where you sleep.
That's where I shower. What are we supposed to?
I also, this was crazy. So, outright, literally, so in between here, where are we facing? Whatever, right in between that street between here and Sunset, there's like that. They have
That
like
corner.
They have that corner where the homeless hang out. There's also a drinking fountain in one of those giant, those like they have like the bathrooms that are out there,
like
the
showers,
washrooms, and I'm not kidding. I watched a guy walk out of one of those and go up to the drinking fountain and spread his ass cheeks and start spraying his ass with the drinking fountain. I went, did a set at Sunset, came back through and watched like an Asian dude drink from the water fountain. And I went, oh my God.
I think about that all the time.
I'm like,
just
That's how COVID
a
started.
water
That's how
fountain.
COVID started.
Because
It wasn't bat soup. It was.
It's homeless ass mixed with Asian spit.
Yeah.
But like water fountains in general, I find disgusting because you like the water. And I would think about the Dyson commercial, where he's like, traditional vacuums only vacuum up 20%. Dyson does 60 to 70,
Yeah.
I feel like Dyson would make a great water fountain that goes all the water inside your mouth, that type of thing. But then I think about it, the water's coming out here. It doesn't matter that it's getting out of his mouth, right?
No.
Because the water is, even if it gets on the outside of
The bacteria is there.
it's coming up through the middle.
Right. Exactly.
So this shit, I don't think this Asian guy got any shit.
I think it's okay. I also think the Asian guy's probably
I
fine.
think the
I think it's the
bacteria lives on the
principle of it.
faucets, and I think. Yeah, I think it's the principle
But
of it.
the guy spread his ass and used the thing. He didn't sit on it. He didn't use it as an
Yeah,
enema,
but the poopy
right?
water definitely backwashed right down into the thing,
Not
and then
into it. It didn't
On-
go
yeah,
into the
but
pipe.
maybe
well,
on
then it
the
could have
plate.
it could have hit the faucet itself, the spout. Poopy water on the spout now
Either
grows. The bacteria spreads.
Either way,
So it goes
not
into the-
super
I think about
chill.
this all the time. I have no idea.
Listen, if you're that Asian man and you're listening, let us know. If
Let
you're an
us
Asian
know.
man who's used the drinking fountain on 5th Street,
Well, you didn't tell us the race of the guy that was doing the thing.
oh, it was a black guy. Does that make it better or worse for you?
No, it makes it what I was thinking.
I'm not gonna lie. I imagined him being black too, but that's only because I've been on that. I've walked by that corner a million times. It's always black dudes out there.
Well, because the white crackheads, they're
it's-
doing shit that's like way out of line.
They're in CVS stealing Tide Pods. That's what those guys do.
Yeah, they post
mean-
up on buildings like gargoyles and shit.
I've watched.
You're just look at there's freaks. There's a naked lady who runs around freely in a
Yeah,
diaper.
that she makes me sad.
That's Candy P.
That's really
and
sad,
yeah,
actually.
Candy P?
She actually has a banging body, so
She
she
maybe
really
used
does.
to.
What? I haven't seen her in a while.
It makes me sad to even talk about her.
Yeah.
She's
I saw her one day,
not
and then
good.
I saw her one day in a diaper, and then the next day I saw her in a diaper with a shaved head, and I went, "What has happened in the past 24 hours?"
I've seen her
Wait,
shave
she has
her
a
own
shaved
head.
head.
And she's like a crackhead, so she looks like a boyish body.
And she likes crack.
I only like up.
You can propose with a ring pop.
Yeah.
Candy P. Yeah, I one time the guy that wears the blanket. One time he was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I've been working on like being honest, so I was like, I've been better." And he goes, "Tell me about it. I haven't eaten 2 days." I was like,
So funny to hear like a homeless guy gripe.
I don't know, just like,
like, how
I
you
turned
doing?
around. I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't tell me I was gonna lose this."
Yeah.
You're like, well, my husband's being mean.
Well, my husband didn't text me back for 4 hours yesterday.
Can you believe he bought a flight from Florida at 6 a.m.?
Yeah. I'm not doing too great. I'm a little tired from my flight to Florida at 6 a.m.
I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was
had to go hang out in Orlando, and then we went to the beach for a week.
a couple days, 5 days.
5 days. That's basically a
days,
week. We can give
yeah.
me the week.
We
can
can.
we can give you the
We
week.
can. Did you say you wrote down questions?
It was why are you gay?
Oh,
No,
You had to look that
no,
up?
I didn't.
Why are you gay?
I didn't.
What?
I had a talking point, but I don't think it was actually going to be anything. The conversation flow was way better than what I was going to say.
Well, try.
Do we have time?
I can. Yeah, I can. Oh, we have like 6 more
4:52.
minutes. I can do 6 more minutes. I think I can.
Let's bring. If you have questions, let's ask him.
Let's ask
He
him.
obviously wants us to ask him because he brought it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought if he wrote these down.
They must be important. I would bet maybe $5 to $10 that he didn't have anything actually written down.
No, I have stuff in my notes.
ChatGPT, what do you say to a gay man? What do you say? What do they like to do?
Why are you gay?
So you like to do a dance?
what
The only
fuck
okay,
are you always
I
dancing?
know what I wanted to talk about now, but it didn't correlate to you necessarily. But I have like a thing in my notes where I sometimes go, "Oh, this could be good for the podcast." We did the double-decker tour. Did I tell you about this? We did a double-decker tour of the Austin for just
you
in general.
told me about it.
And my lady, dude. Okay, well, there's two stories then. Because Ariel has like she's very notorious, for those who know her, of having like social anxiety. She like doesn't do well in social situations. She like gets nervous in her head. She's like, should I have said that? Should I not have said that? And the first one that made me laugh really hard was we were having dinner. This is like forever ago, so the backstory needs to happen. Kind of, we were at a Thanksgiving party, and some girl had like a nice coat on, and Ariel's like, "Oh, I love that coat," and she was like, "Oh, you should get it. It's at Nordstrom Rack right now. It's like. You know, it's available still. My Ariel was like, I just don't have that much money. And the girl's like, oh, it's like $15. And then Ariel, in front of like 30 people, as we were like leaving, went, put it on my credit card. And nobody laughed. And it was just like the most horrific bomb. And so because of that, she's like very like, it like haunted her. So like, cause sometimes I was go, put it on my credit card. Cause it's a very fun.
Credit
Put it
card.
on my credit card. And so because of that, very funny to me. And
What response was she expecting?
Like a giggle.
Like a giggle or something, you know, because she just I mean, yeah, you know when you say things and you panic and then and so we, well, maybe you guys don't, but I do that constantly. And
It takes me a full day to realize I said something fucked up.
yeah, 100%. Oh, I'm instant though. I'll say it and then I'll go, shouldn't have said that.
Not me. It takes me a full day.
I don't like that then. You probably reflect a lot.
No, it'll just pop up in my head.
And you lose sleep or no?
I don't got these sunken eyes for no reason. Buddy.
Dead eyes, actually.
But we're doing the bus tour, and the guy's in the middle of like, we're like we're like 10 minutes in this hour and a half long bus tour thing. And
I shouldn't have called you a retard.
See, he reflected. That one didn't take a full. That one didn't take a full.
That one
day.
didn't take a day. I knew that one pretty quick. I also regret all the times I did the African accent.
No, we were. No, that one's okay. Okay, so you're on this. You're on. I can't believe it's taken this long for him to use his glasses as a bit. So you're on this double-decker bus tour. Please
Double-decker?
continue the story. No, please continue the story. I actually am getting anxiety because I want to know what happened.
So we're on this double-decker tour, and we're like 10 minutes in, and we go by, have you seen there's like a park down there? It's like on the, I have no sense of direction right here. It's like on the east side of downtown. They have peacocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the peacocks are cool, but where are the poop vaginas?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you wanted?
No, you didn't.
Is that what you wanted?
Why'd you set up that thing about Ariel if you're gonna just fuck that
Yeah.
like that?
I'm looking for the turd pussies. I see the peacocks, but where are the
shit cooters?
where are
in
the
there?
shit coochies at?
Because it doesn't even set the premise because you said Ariel
Zero
said
sense
something.
at all, yeah.
No, I know. Okay, so now the momentum of the story, I started it because the momentum wasn't as funny as everything that you said. You said the retard thing, which then kind of cut off. I went, well, now I'm not going to be able to top the retard thing. Yeah. I can't follow that bit. The whole joke I was going to say was very loudly within like 5 minutes of the whole thing starting. She was not having a good time. It was like starting to rain a little and it was cold and windy. And she leaned over to talk to me. And the guy was like, she wasn't looking. The guy was literally in between us. And she went, how long is this fucking thing? And the guy went, another hour, and then just kept talking. And it was so funny because she was so beat red and everybody knew it. And she was just like sunk into her seat. It was very good. It was a very good because the guy just went, another hour, which is a good.
I think that the people with the most anxiety are the best because they say the most true things that we're all thinking, but they're just it overcomes them, and so but you have to sit next to them because they always whisper the funny thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
My-
because they're scared to just say it. Yeah.
My brother's wife is one of the funniest people, but she's so quiet, but she'll just say the meanest things like, what the fuck is up with this fucking guy?
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, she's great.
Yeah.
She's like, I love
So,
whisper meme.
I love a whisper meme too because it's sometimes it's exactly, and then you have to do the thing like when you're in school and you can't laugh too hard because you can't let it. I love that.
Love it.
I always laugh. Especially like if we're at a wedding and everyone's like wants you to be quiet. I go, no, you should have sat next to me. We're having fun over here.
Yeah,
listening
you
to
guys
your
are-
uncle be fucking.
I hate the one thing that I like weddings. The thing that I can't stand about a wedding is people who should not be publicly speaking drives me up a fucking wall.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, a brother, there's nothing worse than a brother trying to power through a best man speech who has no public speaking capabilities at all, because it just is like him fumbling through a thing being like, and Derek and I used to play football.
Yeah.
I was always the bigger one
Yeah.
and better than him.
But I thought about it, and you really
Taught me.
You got me here, man.
And then they start crying, and it's like sentimental for nobody but the
Yeah.
guy because he doesn't know how to articulate his. He can't just be like, "I really love you." He has to be like, speak through football terms and like.
I got trapped in a hotel during COVID. I was there for 2 weeks by myself, but I was at a room that overlooked the wedding ceremony thing.
Oh God, that's
And
like gay heaven.
Well, I swear it kept me entertained for sure. But day 2, I go, hey, I have time. I can help with the speeches. Can you just like let the wedding guy know that I'll help? And they go, no. I was like, come on.
Of course not. This is actually the
They went-
craziest thing that's ever happened.
You're a
at this
stranger.
hotel.
Yeah, I was
that's
like,
nuts.
yes, COVID's crazy. Everything's like, let me in.
Yeah.
I wanted to write their speeches so
Colton,
bad.
Unfortunately,
Thank you for
that is the time that we have allotted. I have to leave and go do another thing.
I have to close with an apology real quick.
Yeah, apologize
Yeah,
to-
so not to you. I've done nothing wrong to you ever before in my life. Last week, I used a word. I was talking about my gay fans, thanks to you, actually. And I said that I have garnished a large gay following. And then Josh said, are you using that word right? And I had the tone of, yeah, you fucking idiot. Of course I'm using that word right. And it was obviously not the right word. I meant garnered. And I said garnished. I have never once garnished any gay followers. I've never sprinkled chives on top of them. I've never added a drizzle of olive. I've never garnished a gay follower. I have garnered many gay followers thanks to you.
Oh my gosh, I love using the term garnish sexually. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I garnished my lady with my load.
Garnish your face.
I have little loads. Thank you guys so much for checking out the Friendly Fire podcast. I have
If you
want
to garnish Colton, go listen to Some of This Is Bad.
Oh,
go
yes.
follow his Instagram.
Garnish my chest.
And then check out the Good Girl Studios YouTube page. We just put out a sketch show. And then also San
on
Diego. Yeah, you're in the next episode. And then San Diego, April 2nd, I'm at the Mic Drop Comedy Club. I got 2 shows on a Friday.
You guys, if you're in Fort Collins, god damn, go see me, you fucking garnish.
But seriously, come out to San Diego. I need to sell
And-
tickets,
and
otherwise
for
I'll
sure,
lose
and
money.
Fort Collins
This is
for
actually
Collins
really
as well.
bad. I'm actually freaking out about this. Thank you guys so much.
You mean May 2nd?
What did I say?
April 2nd?
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
May 14th,
Link
I'm
in
in
the
Fort
bio.
Collins.